If you have an online business and you're missing out on sales, an Israeli startup is here for the rescue. James Oppenheim is the co-founder and CEO of AbandonAid, and he's here to tell us more. Thanks for joining us, James.
Thank you, Natasha.
So what does AbandonAid do?
AbandonAid works with online stores, merchants, e-commerce companies, using artificial intelligence, natural language processing, et cetera, to help them recover sales that are lost due to cart abandonment.
What is cart abandonment?
That's a great question. So cart abandonment is something that probably we've all done in the past. You go to a website, place something in a shopping cart, and leave before making a purchase.
Why do so many people put items in their shopping carts just to abandon them later? It sounds like this is almost a psychological issue of some sort.
Well, psychology is part of it. Actually, for every purchase online, there are 2 abandonments. So there are lots of reasons why folks abandon, whether the boss walked in or internet connectivity issues, or one of the big pieces is when they see shipping costs, et cetera. So people who are using the internet use it in lots of different ways, and it's our business to figure that out and to bring people back in efficiently and effectively to grow revenues for any site and nearly any size.
It's fair to say that Israeli and American culture is different in a lot of ways. Buying decisions are probably different, and common biases might also be different.
Sure.
How has your company seen any differences in getting back the sales of Israelis versus Americans?
It's a great question. We work in any language, in any currency. So we have clients from around the globe. We started working in Israel recently to work with Israeli companies, and you'd be surprised, there are a lot of similarities. There's behavior online that is nearly universal, and Israeli companies could benefit as well from these sorts of technologies. And in Israel, where gaming companies are so huge and e-commerce is growing leaps and bounds, those are the sort of visions that we have for this business as well.
So let's change topics and talk about the BDS movement.
Sure.
It seems to be gaining a lot of momentum worldwide. And now the EU is beginning to label Israeli settlement products. What is the BDS movement's effect on your clients and on your business?
That's a great question, in that if you look at AbandonAid.com, one of the things that we put on the site at the very bottom, it says, "Made with love in Israel." Why did we do that? Not only because we have pride of being an Israeli company and our R&D facilities here, but because in all of my travels, and I've been in the game for a while, to have Israeli technology behind you is a strategic advantage. Fortunately, when it comes to technology, and I think that's one of the messages of Startup Nation and some of the commentary that's around that, is when you're dealing in high tech as a meritocracy, the game is whoever is the best one wins. And Israeli technology is pound for pound probably the best, if not the best, and some of the best technology in the world. And the important people know it. Investors know it, clients know it, strategic partners know it. So when we speak with clients, we walk through the front door as an Israeli company, certainly with Israeli technology.
So in that sense, I guess it's safe to assume you're not really witnessing a loss of sales. If you are you addressing them? How are you doing that?
It's not a loss of sales, it's the opposite. The more we talk about the things that we do, particularly in the areas of machine learning and natural language processing, so much investment has happened in Israel because of the security situation. We could have the best technologists here who have a huge amount of experience in these areas. And if you've ever worked in an Israeli company, you'll know the mentality of people who are inside of the company, it probably comes from the army in different areas of this country. There is great unity, the idea of camaraderie in the company, of identifying a business issue. The way they say it is, well, that's a hill we need to conquer. And Israeli companies and teams are able to come together in ways that other places and other personalities don't. So what we've seen, and this is why I made Aliyah from New York, but my first choice to build a high-tech company would be in Israel because of all the benefits and because of the mentality of the Israeli tech scene here. It's just top tier.
Thank you so much for joining us, James.
You're welcome, Natasha.